So in this video we are going to study about a very particular topic. It might not be given in your book, but there are numericals based on this topic. So we'll quickly understand and do an example so that you can attempt the numerical. So this is called rating of electrical devices. Now this rating, it is basically power voltage rating. Sometimes it is also given in current. If you see in any heavy electrical appliance at your home, your stabilizer, fridge, TV, then at the back side of the device there is a label, and on that label these ratings are written. So it is generally written as 220 volt, 10 watt, or on, if you see on the bulb, on the electric bulb, then on the bulb or on the packet you will see it is written as 100 watt, 220 volt. So these are nothing but voltage power ratings. What this means is that this device, whatever this device this is, let us say this is electrical bulb, we in common language we say that it is a 100 watt bulb. But what does it actually mean? It means that the bulb is going to operate on 220 volt supply, the supply that the bulb needs to operate in a good way, in a proper way. That supply has to be 220 volt, and when 220 volt is supplied to the bulb, then the bulb will produce a power of 100 watt per hour. Okay, it is going to produce an electrical energy of 100 watt. So this is what the rating means. This, we can use these ratings to calculate various parameters. We can calculate the resistance also. For example, let us say, take this example of the electric bulb. Now if I ask you to find out the resistance of the bulb, then this is power is 100 watt, this is voltage 220 volt. Now we have already studied a formula for power, P equals to I square R. If we apply Ohm's law, V equals to IR, then I equals to V by R. So if I put here, it will be V by R square and R, so it will come out to be V square by R. So since we are given the value of voltage and power, we can use this formula. So here power is 100 watt, so I'll put 100 watt here. Voltage is 220 upon R. So R, resistance of the bulb, will be 220 into 220 upon 100. If you calculate this, this will give you the resistance of the bulb, the filament that the bulb has, the conductor that the bulb has, all those conductors, the total resistance of those conductors will be equal to this value. So from this value and this value of voltage and value of resistance, we can find out how much current does the bulb require, how much current does the bulb take from the supply by using the Ohm's law. Now if we need to find out the current consumed by the bulb, then it will be I equal to again V by R. So 220, and we can put this value here and then calculate this. You will get the value ampere, 10 by 22 amperes. So this will be the current that will be required by the bulb. This will be the resistance of the bulb. Power and voltage ratings are already given. So these ratings are given so that you can calculate various parameters that the devices use while operating. So let us do a question from your book. There is a question given that there is an electric bulb of rating 220 volt and the power is 100 watt. The example that we just took, 220 volt, 100 watt power is given, bulb is there, and that bulb is then operated at a voltage supply of 110 volt. That means we have changed the voltage. So what we have to find out is that what is the power when the bulb is operated at 110 volt. When the bulb is operated at 220 volt, then the power is 100 watt. If we change the voltage supply to 110, what will be the power? How will we calculate this? First we will calculate resistance from this equation. P equals to V square R, V square by R, that we just did. So it will be equal to, we can write it as 100 equals to 220 square upon R. So R will be 220 square upon 100. So this will come out to be, the value of R will come out to be 484 ohms. Do the calculations yourself. Resistance of the bulb is 484 ohms. Now will this resistance change? So as we have already studied in the previous video, the resistance of any electrical device does not change until and unless we change the material or the length or the area of cross section of the wires, of the conductors. So for a bulb, this resistance will be same for both the situations. Resistance will not change, it will be constant. Voltage is changing from 220 to 110 volt, but resistance will not change. So now to calculate this, we need to calculate the power. Here again same formula. This time V, value of V is 110 and the value of R is 484, and you can calculate this. You will get the value of power as 25 watt. This will be the answer to this question. So when the bulb is getting a voltage of 220 volt, it consumes a power of or generates a power of 100 watt. When 110 volt is supplied, it generates a power of 25 watt. Okay, so this is how power ratings work. I'll give you some questions for practice in the assignment. Now next important thing is the commercial unit of electricity. Electricity is an energy, electrical energy, and the unit of SI unit of energy is joules, but the commercial unit means the unit in which our actual consumption of electrical energy is calculated. The bill that is generated, the electric bill that is generated for each of our houses and factories, in that there is commercial unit is used to find out how much energy has been consumed. This commercial unit is kilowatt hour. This is kilowatt hour. That means how many kilowatts of power of energy is consumed in 1 hour. Now take notice here that while calculating the SI unit of energy, the time that is taken is in second. For this, the time is taken in second. Here the time is taken in hour. So that is the difference between SI unit of energy and commercial unit of energy. Commercial unit is kilowatt hour. So when we say that 1 kilowatt hour of electrical energy is consumed, in normal language, in common language, it is called 1 unit of energy. You must have seen on the bill, or you must have heard that 10 units of energy is consumed. 10 units mean, what is 10 unit? 10 unit means 10 into this, so 10 kilowatt hour. So if an appliance has consumed 10 units of energy, that means it has consumed an electric energy of 10 kilowatt, this much watt in 1 hour. Okay, so this is the commercial unit of energy. There is a formula for conversion between these two, between SI unit and this. Commercial unit is 1 kilowatt hour. I can expand it. 1 kilowatt can be written as 1000 watt multiplied by R. If I convert R into seconds, then it will be 60 into 60. In 1 hour there are 60 minutes. In each minute there are 60 seconds. So if we do this, you will get this value. This will be in joules, because we have done watt into seconds. Now the time is in seconds. So this will be into the SI unit we have converted. So this particular relation you should always keep in mind. This is the conversion between commercial unit and SI unit of electrical energy. Now let us do an example on this. Let us say that there is a radio set of 60 watt. The power of the radio set is 60 watt and it is running, it runs for 50 hours. It is run for 50 hours. How much electrical energy is consumed? Okay, so this is what we have to find out. We know that power equals to work upon time. Work is nothing but energy only. Okay, so that means we can say that the energy equals to power into time. Okay, so power we have 60 watts of power and the time given is 50 hour. So 50, this will be equal to 3000. What will be the unit? Now look, if you look here, this is in watt, this is taken in hour. That means we have calculated electrical energy not in the SI unit, we are calculating it in the commercial unit. So when we are having the value 3000, this means it is 3000 watt hour, or we can say 3 kilowatt hour. So this is the commercial unit. If you need to find out this value in the SI unit, then we know that 1 kilowatt hour equals to 3.6 into 10 to power 6 joules. So 3 kilowatt hour will be equal to 3 into 3.6 into 10 to power 6 joules. So this will give you the value in the SI unit. This will come out to be 10.8 into 10 to power 6 joules. So this will be your answer in commercial unit and this will be your answer in SI unit. Now let us say that the question also gives the money value of unit, because we have to pay bill in money, in rupees. So let us say that radio set of 60 watt is running for 50 hours and cost of 1 unit means 1 kilowatt hour. Cost of 1 unit is 2 rupees. Let us say that the cost of 1 unit is 2 rupees. Then what will be the cost of running this particular radio for 50 hours? What will we do? We have 3 units. Each unit costs 2 rupees. So what is the total cost? It is 6 rupees. Okay, so this way various questions are given. So now you can attempt all the questions. This part of the chapter is done. The next part is magnetic effect of the current, that we are going to do in the later videos. Till now, whatever we have done, do those questions from your textbook, solved example as well as numericals from the exercise also. Submit the answers, and if you have any doubt, you can ask me.